What's up with it, world? What up, what up? I'm gonna get into something. This is a quick conversation with y'all real quick. Quick conversation with y'all real quick. I hope y'all been tapping into the podcast. Staying in tune with that. But I just wanted to jump into something real quick with you. But first, I wanted to, hey, y'all check out this book right here. It's called Through My Eyes by Antoinette Tenon. The author is Antoinette Tenon. It's light. It's some light poetry. You know what I mean? Simple, light poetry. But if you into poetry or anything like that, you might like it. You might like the direction she went with it. You know. Thing about poetry, man, is you have to be creative with it. You have to be yourself with it. You know, it's just really a way of showing who you are. So I believe all poetry is great poetry. So like I said, I think y'all should check that out. If you get the chance, check that book out. You can find it on Amazon, and that's one of the main book sources that I know you can get it from, off of Amazon. So check it out. Through My Eyes by Antoinette Tenon. But on another note, what I wanted to get into y'all with, the conversation I wanted to talk to y'all about was, I wanted to talk to y'all about perspectives. I wanted to talk about perspectives because, you know, a lot of people, they like to argue certain points, and they like to, you know, I mean, we all get passionate about how we feel and how we see things and how we think about things, but when it comes to everybody's different perspectives, we have to respect how people view and how people see things, because that's how they see it and that's how they view it. Even though sometimes how they see it and they view it is not always right, you know, but we have to respect that fact. But at the same time, you have people that have the same perspectives on how they view things or how they see things or how they understand it, and the way that they express how they feel about a certain situation might not necessarily be the same way another person might express it. And it might be, you know, the articulation of it might be different. And that's okay. But, you know, we can't, like, you know, I'm going to just make an example to make more sense. Let's just say you have someone, a loved one or a partner or a friend or anybody that you're close to, and they tell you, hey man, such and such, I don't think you should do this because this and that can happen. But then someone else, you don't listen to what they say, and someone else come along and they tell you the same thing, but they tell you with the way that they tell you is in a different way. The words that they choose, how they describe it, you know, the way they break down a situation might come out a little different, but they saying the same thing that the last person told you. You ever notice how some people do something like that and you'll be like, I just told you that, or yeah, didn't I tell you that last week? You know, that same type of thing. You know, it's like sometimes we just got to open our ears a little bit more, because we only hear what we want to hear, and sometimes it's the way a person critiques a certain thing that make you hear it a little bit more. And like I said, that's okay too, because sometimes it takes that, especially with this new age generation. You might have to say it a certain way. You might have to change the way you deliver things for them to catch on and them to understand what you're trying to say. But my point I'm trying to make is sometimes we got to open our ears and just really listen. Because if we listen, then we can actually hear what a person is saying to us, and then our understanding to be lined up with what we're hearing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just got to look at it from that standpoint. Sometimes you gotta listen. Perspectives are broken down in different ways, but sometimes the perspective that a person might tell you something is the same as the last person. And you could miss something like that, because what if you don't listen to the first person or the second person that tell you the same thing? Then you just missed out on the point that they were trying to tell you, so it can help you somewhere in life. We just got to be open to it and understand that, everybody got different standpoints, but doesn't mean the way they deliver it from their standpoint is wrong. It's just they didn't deliver it in the way that you understood. So just open your ears a little bit. Anyways, I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. I just wanted to tap in and say that, because it's a lot of times like where I'm in situations like that where I'm trying to help somebody and help them get an understanding of what I'm trying to tell them. They'll come back later on, a week or two later, and tell me something that they understand or that they picked up on that I've been telling them the whole time. And that could have saved them time. That could have saved them, that could have put them much further ahead if they would have just listened. So, like I said, sometimes we just got to open our ears, y'all. But I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Y'all check out that book if that's what y'all into poetry and stuff like that. And stay tapped into the podcast. I'm going to holler at y'all next time, y'all. Peace.